Good evening. Milo Yiannopoulos was banned from CPAC, the American Conservative Union, for making pro-pedophile comments for condoning pedophilia. It says, from the ACU chairman Matchlab, due to the revelation of an offensive video in the past 24 hours condoning pedophilia, the American Conservative Union has decided to rescind the invitation of Milo Yiannopoulos to speak at the Conservative Political Action Conference. I'm not sure what they do at the CPAC, or like, I guess they, I don't know, sit on chairs and say conservative, whatever. But it's good that Milo is disinvited from there. And well, I've said it before, or rather asked before, like, what makes Milo a conservative? Because I don't know how this flamboyant homosexual Jew can be categorized as a conservative, because it's just because he doesn't like social justice warriors and stuff. Like, that doesn't make you a conservative. Like, this sounds conservative to me. Like, they don't allow somebody, a pedophile or somebody who is supporting pedophilia, to come to their conference to have a speech. Like, this is like a reasonable conservative behavior that I agree with. And here it says that he has responded on Facebook, but it is insufficient. Yeah, I read somewhere that he said something like, maybe I can find it was like this article, like it's been taken out of context or something to that extent. But no, it's not. He goes on to suggest that sex between younger boys and older men could be a coming-of-age relationship in which all those older men help those younger boys discover who they are. I guess, like, I can understand this is being conservative in the Greek sense, like in ancient Greece, when old men used to have these catamites, young boys that they sodomized or whatever, you know, did some perverse stuff with. And yeah, he had a relationship with a Catholic priest when he was a teenager. Okay, but anyway, yeah, here it says that Milo claimed that he denied supporting pedophilia and claimed the video had been selectively edited. Okay, here's the video they are talking about. Like, this is like a 5.5 minute clip. Like, I won't play the whole thing, I'll just play the most pertinent thing, but I suggest you go see the whole thing, and if you think I'm being selectively just quote mining this thing, and he's innocent of any impropriety, that is your right to think so. But okay, let's just listen to what he has to say.
Policing of culture, this sort of arbitrary
Milo.
This arbitrary.
Let him talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll
be quick. This arbitrary and oppressive idea of consent, which totally destroys, the understanding that many of us have of the complexities and subtleties and complicated nature of many relationships. People are messy and complex, and actually, in the homosexual world, particularly, some of those relationships between younger boys and older men, the sort of coming-of-age relationships, the relationships in which those older men help those young boys to discover who they are and give them security and safety and provide them with love and a reliable and sort of a rock where they can't speak to their parents. Some of those relationships are some of the most
molestation to me. It sounds
like,
well,
you know what?
It sounds like Catholic priest molestation to me.
And you know what? I'm grateful for Father Michael. I wouldn't give nearly such good head if it wasn't for him.
Oh my God! I can't handle it.
It's funny because
what is wrong with you, Ben?
Ben gave me some homework on you, Milo. He gave me a few videos to watch to brush up on my Miloisms. And one of the things that you said in one of these clips was that transgenderism is the new, frontier of rights, my wording is
I
bad
wonder
here.
if they're-
No, it's
I guess. Ah, yeah,
To
yeah.
children,
Okay.
no. You're misunderstanding what pedophilia means. Pedophilia is not a sexual attraction to somebody 13 years old who is sexually mature.
So pedophilia is not a sexual attraction to somebody 13 years old who is sexually mature. So if they are 13 years old and they are not sexually mature, it's pedophilia to be attracted to them. But if they are sexually mature, then it's not pedophilia. Well, okay, basically I agree that it's not pedophilia. Pedophilia is more like being attracted to, like, kids under 10. But this is still creepy as fuck, especially when it's homosexuals being attracted to 13-year-old kids. And it's also illegal, I hope, in most countries. I don't know, maybe some European countries think it's okay, but I'm not an expert on consent laws, but yeah, for like it should be illegal.
Pedophilia
Okay,
is attraction to
ephebophilia or
children.
whatever
To children
Oh,
who have not reached puberty. Pedophilia is attraction to people who don't have functioning sex organs yet, who have not gone through puberty, who are too young to be able to
And
understand the way
Coulter.
their bodies. That is not what we're talking about.
And Coulter.
Sure,
So
granted.
you don't understand what pedophilia is if you think that I'm defending it, because I'm certainly
No.
not.
I'm not saying you're defending it. I'm saying you're walking
you
the
did-
borderline.
No, that's not
walking
what you
the-
said. You said I was defending it,
Okay,
and you were
okay,
wrong.
fine. I retract my statement.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, the bearded guy who retracted his statement, but yeah, I agree with him. He was walking the borderline between pedophilia and other kind of slightly less bad, but still, let's say, highly immoral and harmful to this young person. Like, if he's 30 something, I guess, nowadays. If he had a sexual relationship with a 13-year-old or 15-year-old boy, I think the law should intervene, or maybe just somebody's, I don't know, their parent shotgun or something. Like, I guess technically I have to say I agree with him that it's not pedophilia, but it's like not far from being pedophilia. But anyway, I think this is good news that he is disinvited from this conference, because he's a fucking creep, and I have to say, Common Filth was right. He's always been saying how he is like how pedophilia and homosexuality go hand in hand, and how especially like he's been bragging how he was molested as a teenager by an older guy and stuff like that. But yeah, this is good news. And I think it's nice to see Milo admit what like a pervert and a creep he is. Like, so we don't, like, people who have had problem with him, like myself, ever since I heard about him. Like, I don't sound like some religious nut, since I'm not particularly religious or anything, but still, seeing stuff like this, him being banned from the conference, makes me believe in God. Like that God is really, like, cleaning up the neighborhood, and like people truly are like waking up to what's important and who our enemies are. Even though, like, Milo says some nice things about freedom of speech and he's anti-SJW, but that doesn't make him a good guy. That doesn't make him a conservative. That just makes him... He just happens to agree on some common sense issues, but clearly not on all, since he is promoting sex with young children